This is the perfect bake-ahead meal with a buttery, flaky crust and a savory filling inside. Hungry yet? I know I am. Showing us how to make a fall vegetable quiche, but not just any quiche. Welcome Cake Wars judge and award-winning pastry chef, Waylynn Lucas. Welcome, Waylynn. We're so excited to have you. Thank you for being here. Joining Allie at the counter are Kimmy and Paigey, and we're all very excited for your delicious quiche. Now, this is featured in your new cookbook, Sunny Side Up, which is your love letter, if you will, to the incredible edible egg.
Yes.
You love eggs so much. You wrote a book about them.
So much. Not only did I write a book about eggs, I moved to the country so I could have chickens and have my own fresh eggs. Eggs are the perfect thing. They're, I mean, a perfect meal. You get your proteins, they're healthy. You can add it to anything. You can add anything to them. You can do so much with them. Just fry an egg, put it on toast, combine it 20 different ways. You get fluffy meringue, a beautiful quiche. I mean, I'm fascinated by eggs. You can do so much with them. I'm sorry.
And
I know.
it's
It's a little weird. A little weird. Yeah.
No, but truthfully, if you think about it, eggs are the beginning of life.
They are.
Everything starts with an egg.
It does.
Including this beautiful quiche, which you're going to make.
And the true characteristics and judge of what makes an amazing chef is how they cook eggs. This is the age-old secret, how well you cook. It's all in the handling and the finesse. So
it's not easy, by the way. My husband reminds me every weekend that his eggs are better than mine. And he's not wrong, Waylynn. All right, so
we'll get you to beat him, promise.
So we start with your yummy flaky crust, which also included eggs, correct?
Yes, a lot of pie doughs don't include eggs. I, of course, put egg in mine. The key to the dough, same thing with eggs. You don't want to overmix it. You want crumbly little pea-sized pieces of butter to break up in your flour, a little bit of sugar, salt. Don't overmix it, don't overhandle it. Okay. Nice, flaky, excuse me.
Fluffy and flaky together.
Flaky. You're making my own words.
Fluffy.
Nice, flaky.
And it's plucky, like an egg. Yeah. There you go, like a chicken. All right, so we bake that.
Yes.
Do we par bake or bake the whole thing through?
You want to pre-bake it for about 15 minutes or so, just until it starts to get a little golden brown.
All right, and then set it aside and we make our delicious filling.
Yes, so we are going to start with our 8 eggs here, already scrambled. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add cheese, milk, cream, and salt.
Okay.
So the key to a nice, fluffy, and delicious quiche is to really whisk and mix a lot of air into your egg.
Oh, interesting.
So, yes.
So would you ever add, like, I know some people sometimes would add water to kind of make them fluffier? No?
No.
Don't do it, okay.
No. Adding the milk and cream adds a little bit more fat in there,
right,
which helps sort of hold that structure and get that nice, creamy, good fluffiness.
Okay, so milk and cream.
Milk and cream. You need a little bit of the extra fat from the cream in there.
And what if you just did all cream? Too much?
Too much.
Okay.
As we all know, too much fat is a bad thing.
That's right.
So we're going to mix that up again.
And what kind of cheese is that?
That was, I believe, a Gruyere cheese. You can really add any kind of cheese. If cheddar is your thing, go with what cheese you and your family prefer.
Okay, oh, you're really beating these eggs.
Oh, you really, really
you
want to get them bubbly. See how we started to get some bubbles forming in there?
The
more bubbles, the better.
Okay.
Yes.
So while these sit over here, if we need to bubble them more, we will.
Yes.
But in the meantime, we're going to make our yummy filling, which is Brussels sprouts and leeks.
That's nice. So I always like, take something, anytime you can include vegetables, make it a little healthier, always a win in my book. So we're going to start with our Brussels sprouts because the Brussels sprouts are going to take longer to cook than the leeks.
Okay.
So we're going to cook these for about 8 minutes, just until they start to get a little golden and tender.
With some olive oil?
Yeah, a little bit of olive oil in the pan. We're going to add our Brussels sprouts, a little bit of salt.
Okay.
So after these have been cooking for 8 minutes, now we're going to go ahead and add our leeks.
I feel like this is the sneaky way to get people to eat these.
Yes.
Because you're eating a quiche. It's so light and fluffy and fun.
And there's cheese in there.
Yes.
It's cheesy. All of that kind of overtakes the...
Healthy.
Because the Brussels sprouts, too, are chopped into small, fine little pieces.
It's not like... Or did you grate them?
You can do either.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever you prefer.
Is that chili?
Yeah, chili.
So a little red chili flake to add a little bit of spice and heat in there.
Okay.
So we're going to cook the leeks for about another 5 to 8 minutes. The important thing here is you don't want to overcook this. You still want the Brussels sprouts to have a little bit of bite to them. That's that good texture and thing that I love so much about Brussels sprouts.
Now that's vinegar. We're going to add vinegar in there as well?
Vinegar, yes. We need a little bit salt, fat, acid, heat. So we have our heat. We got the red chili pepper flakes, the acid. We're going to add a little vinegar. All those ingredients combined.
And you
are
add the
gonna give
vinegar
us
at the end?
delicious. Yes. So we add that at the end. So we'll continue cooking that for about another 5 minutes or so. And once that's done cooking, then we will go ahead and add our vinegar.
The white wine vinegar?
Yeah, and stir that around.
And then you have a little tip, which I really appreciate, and I'm going to do this next time I make a quiche, to make sure that every bite and every slice is equally as delicious. Because have you ever made a quiche or a pie,
Yes.
and one piece is great and the next piece is kind of like what happened? Why didn't any of the great
One piece is only eggs, and then all the good stuff's in another piece.
You're like looking over at your neighbor and you're like, hey, you got all the good yummy filling and all the good Brussels sprouts and stuff. So to avoid that catastrophe from happening, you're gonna pour the filling into the shell first.
It seems so simple. Why have we not thought of that?
Right?
Oh my gosh,
And
look
you're
how
just
beautiful
gonna
that is.
evenly spread that around.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Use, I mean, a lot of filling. I mean, the filling alone fills.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you want, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
This
Let's
is
make
great
it hearty and healthy and a nice filling meal.
and great for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
see,
try
I
to get
like
some
it. Look,
air back
see?
in there. I don't
You're
want us to
already the
have-
egg pro.
Look at that. What do you think, John? How are my eggs now, huh? I'll never hear it from you again.
Is it possible to over whip the eggs or no? Like as long as you want to go, just keep going.
You can overmix just plain egg whites, but with the milk in there and the egg yolks, the whole eggs, you can't overmix it.
There you
so we're
go.
just going to carefully
Wow.
and gently.
Beautiful, Waylynn.
And so you still kind of do want to spread as you're pouring the eggs around, because as you can see, the cheese sort of sat at the bottom of the bowl, so you can see that the cheese is evenly distributed. We want everybody to have an equally delicious
we thank you.
slice of quiche.
This is an
Thank
equal
you.
opportunity quiche.
Yes.
So that goes in the oven for how long?
So we are going to bake this in a 375-degree oven for about 35 to 45 minutes. The key here is you still want it a little jiggly in the center, but not liquidy.
Okay.
So if you just kind of wiggle the pan in the oven, it should jiggle a little bit, but not be too liquidy.
And I imagine it's probably important to put it on a cookie sheet so it doesn't spill everywhere.
So yes,
And then suddenly
very, very important key tip there.
And then your oven is smoking and so
there we go.
35 to 45, you said at 375?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, look at that. You guys are going to be so excited.
And here we go.
Ta-da-da. Let's serve this beauty up.
Oh, that's good.
You want to cut her for us?
Absolutely, I would love to.
I think our customers are hungry.
Yes.
You can bring her over here if you want.
All right. So here is also another little trick. I will tell you, cutting cakes, pies, quiches, cut in halves. So we cut half long ways the other way. Then you cut each of the pieces in half, and that just helps you get nice, even slices.
They're beautiful.
So I won't be mad that Kim got a bigger
Yeah,
piece.
exactly. You should see what happened when I get a bigger piece.
Go. There you go, ladies.
Thank you.
Goodness, it's beautiful, Waylynn. And I know you just moved to Utah, didn't you?
I did. I gave up my life here in the city in Los Angeles to chase my dream of having horses and animals and, of course, chickens for the eggs.
Oh, my God.
And goats and, yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that your pet goat?
Oh,
That's so cute.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's a lot of fun. It's a good quality of life.
It's like you're homesteading.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. All right,
My
I'm gonna-
modern homestead movement.
I'm going to taste your
so
incredible
much.
edible egg.
Waylynn. And for the full recipe, visit hallmarkchannel.com and be sure to look for Waylynn's Cookbook, Sunny Side Up, wherever books are sold.